This video is to show any Canvas user within our system the basic settings and tools within Canvas. And so basically what this will cover are these tools in the far left navigational bar called the Global Nav bar within Canvas. And so we're just going to start right at the top. We're going to go to Account. And so if you click on Account, this drawer will open. And for the most part, we're going to look at just a few of these things, which, by the way, this would be where you would log out if you were using a computer on campus somewhere in a lab that is not a personal computer. You want to make sure that you do log out of Canvas so that the next person sitting at that machine cannot get into your account. The first item that we want to look at here is your profile. So as we go into the profile, if you have not uploaded a kind of professional headshot of yourself within your profile, please do that. It is very helpful to other users within Canvas. If you are a student, it is extremely helpful to all of your instructors. You do it once in Canvas in your account, and all of your instructors can match a name with a face in multiple places in your classes, specifically with the attendance tool. So when they're taking attendance, especially at the beginning of a semester, they can match a name with a face. And so all you do is click on this pencil, and once you do that, you can either upload a picture or choose a picture from your computer here and put that picture in. And please do use something similar to this, a headshot of just you, not your dog, not your favorite anime character, not you with 8 other people in a group shot, because we don't know which one is you, and we can't see any of them anyway because there's too many people in the picture. We just want to know who you are. So please upload that picture, and you can also add a biography to your profile by clicking on these 3 dots over here and edit profile. When you go into edit profile, you can add whatever information about yourself that you would like to share with your instructors. They're the only ones that can see that. And you can add that information there. Notifications and settings kind of go with each other. So let me show you notifications first. Notifications is how Canvas, or how your Canvas courses, will notify you of things that are going on within your classes. Now there's only one of these, so you can't set these for each individual class. This is just a general setting for all of Canvas. And so this is just a long list of things that can happen within your courses. And so each one of these is something that your instructors can do within a course, like maybe they create an announcement in the class, or they change their grading policies, or whatever. Each of these are individual things, and when you mouse over them, they tell you what they are. And on the right-hand side here, mine looks probably more complicated than yours, at least at the beginning, but your email address may be the only column you have. And so you can determine whether you get notified of these things. So for example, this first one is due date. If the due date of an assignment gets changed, how do you want to be notified of that? Completely customizable by you in Canvas. And so instead of pulling that all-nighter tonight to finish a project for class, if that instructor changes the due date to next week, you may want to know that right now. And so this check mark means, and the key is up here at the top, check mark means notify me right away when that instructor changes the due date. The clock means send me a summary at the end of the day of all the due dates that got changed in all my classes. The calendar means send me a summary at the end of the week of all my due dates, which might be way too late for due dates. The X means don't email me anything. I will go into Canvas. I'll find it myself when I get there. And so you can go through each one of these. There are some default settings. By default, when an announcement is made in a class, you will get an email at your school email address for that. And there are several things that are defaulted that way. It is possible also to enter your cell number to where you can get text messages. So like when a due date is changed, you can get a text message about that. You can add your Twitter account. You can add several different ways of getting notified here. And so to do those additional ways, and by the way, there is no save at the end of this, okay? But you can add these other ways of getting information sent to you by going to Settings. So within Settings, you can go over here and you can add a contact method. If you are going to add your cell number so that you can get text messages about things that are happening within your class, nobody else will see your text number, your phone number, within Canvas. It's just for the software to text you messages. And so you can click on Contact Method. You would check the tab Text SMS. You would put in your cell number, who your carrier is, AT&T or Sprint or whoever, and then they'll send you a code, and you would put that in here, and it will connect your cell phone number with your Canvas account. So you can go in and do that. There are some other tools over here, but that's the only ones that I'm going to talk about. I would stay away from files in this area, and that's really all we need to know in this one. You don't have an admin button. The dashboard is the default place that you land on when you first go into Canvas. And the dashboard has your course cards on it. There's a card for each one of your classes that you are currently enrolled in. You can click on these 3 dots for each card, and you can change its color to whatever you want it to be. Some people are very color oriented in their organization, so you can change it to really any color you want if you happen to know hexadecimal codes for colors. And you can also change what is called the nickname of the class, which is this top name on the card. You can't change that one. That's the official name of the course through WebAdvisor, but you can change this one. And so maybe you call that your Monday, Wednesday class, or your biology class, or whatever you want to name it. And so those changes, the color and the nickname, are for you only within this. You as a student cannot put pictures or animated GIFs like this into a course. Your instructor would have to do that, and that would show up on your card as well. You can drag these cards around, put them in different order, based on maybe the order of your week or whatever order you want to put them in. Your to-do list is on the side, so any assignments you have coming up soon is on the side over here. Now, if your dashboard doesn't look like this, it may be because you have clicked on these 3 dots right here and changed it to list view, and then it does not look anything like that. It's really just a big to-do list, and so you may not want that. And so if I click back on those 3 dots and change it to card view, now it looks like the normal view of the dashboard. Okay, you can turn on and off this color overlay, which may change the look of your cards, and so you might want to play with that as well. But that's the dashboard, and from here you would just click on whatever class you want to go into and start doing the work in there. Just below dashboard is courses. And these cards that are showing up on your dashboard, when you click on courses, those cards are the same, or those classes are the same as this list right here. As a student, there's not a whole lot that you can change in this courses list because you don't have previous courses that show up within your list here. And so there's not a lot you can do there. The next tool is the calendar. The calendar is a huge organizational tool for students. You need to take advantage of the calendar, very much so. So as long as your instructors have put a due date on assignments, discussions, quizzes, anything that's possible to put a due date on in Canvas, it will show up in your calendar. And so I can look at just whatever week in here, and I can see that I have assignments due on a particular day and what's coming up and all of that all in one place. Now you control that by these colored boxes over here next to your courses. So you can turn on that color and turn it off. And that color matches the color of the course card on your dashboard. And so you can change that color here, and it does change it out on your dashboard as well. And then you can turn it on and off depending on whether you want to see that course included with your assignment due dates and so on. You can also add things to a day by clicking on it. You can add an event, so study group at noon, Friday, where is it at, and so on. So you can add things to your own calendar within this. You can also have this calendar feed. So let's say you have an iPhone and you use iCal on your iPhone. That's your whole calendar of your life. you can click on this and copy the calendar feed and paste it into iCal. You may have to search YouTube for a video of how to forward a calendar, but you can, or have a calendar feed another calendar, but you can look that up and have this calendar feed whatever other calendar you would like it to feed. And so the calendar is a huge tool, very, very helpful for students within Canvas. If your instructors are not putting due dates on assignments in Canvas, then I would respectfully ask them to do that. The inbox is the next tool, and the inbox is really basically messaging or basically email within Canvas. And so it kind of looks like an email tool. These messages will go to your Outlook email as well. So just so you know, they go from here into your email, and they go to your instructor's email. And so if you want to send a new message in here, you can click on this, compose a new message, and you can find the course that you want to get a hold of the instructor for and send them a message here. Okay, there is a faster way of doing this, but it is possible here. Okay, and so that's the inbox messaging, or conversations, it's also called in Canvas. As a student, you don't have this Commons button, but you do have this Help button. And the Help is maybe the most important button over here to get you help on how to use the different pieces of Canvas. And so here's the fastest way to ask your instructor a question. You can click on this, be sure that you pick what class that you want to ask the teacher a question in, okay? And then you just type the message right here, and it sends it right to the instructor directly from there. Very fast way to get a hold of your instructors by email. So Canvas has done a great job of documenting their tool. You can go to the Canvas User Guide for Students, and you can type in any topic. How do I submit an assignment? How do I join a discussion? Whatever you want to look up, and it will give you step-by-step instructions of how to do whatever you're looking for. Very useful tool. Those guides are available in Spanish as well. We have them for faculty also. Canvas Community is a place where you can go and share ideas and find answers and so on to different Canvas questions. There are toll-free 24/7, 365 numbers for Canvas support. So if Canvas is just not doing what you need it to do, or you're confused on how to use it, or whatever it might be, you can call this Readly number, 844-629-6837, and talk to somebody there, and talk to their tech support, and they will be able to help you with anything that relates to Canvas. They cannot answer questions about WebAdvisor or your campus email or anything like that. They can only answer questions about Canvas. There is also a local help desk up on Herndon and Clovis that will answer questions about local things like WebAdvisor and your student email and not being able to log into your portal or things like that. That is only open from, I believe it is 7 in the morning to 5 o'clock in the evening, Monday through Friday. So that is a limited time frame for questions of that nature. Okay. So I went through all those tools relatively quickly on the side for Canvas, and hopefully that helps you at least get started with the process of using Canvas on our campus.